What's going on, you guys? Man. Man, let me turn this down, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on in the sport of boxing. I can tell you one thing. There's been a lot of cherry picking, a lot of ducking, and a lot of lying going on in the sport of boxing. Quite a bit. More than usual. I mean, George Kambosos, right? And hit that like button for your boy. George Kambosos is looking like he's not fighting Devin Haney. And I find that to be unfortunate. I find that to be quite unfortunate that he's not going to be facing off against Devin the Dream Haney. And now we're hearing about Lomachenko as a potential opponent. Hold up, why is this? As a potential opponent, and that's cool, right? Lomachenko versus Kambosos. But now we're hearing that Ryan Garcia's in the mix. But just a week ago, we was hearing about Ryan Garcia supposed to be fighting Tevin Farmer. Before that, it was Isaac Cruz. Before that, it was Jojo Diaz. Before that, it was Javier Fortuna. Guess what? He didn't fight none of these dudes. None of them. Just a bunch of lying from Lion Ryan. Let's see who's in the building early. Salute to Clint Adams, Corey Palmer, Tribe. What's going on? Mr. T, what's good? Man, slow start this morning, but we go get this thing going. Yeah, Lion Ryan. But he's in the mix, right? This is who these boxers are focused on. Lomachenko and Kambosos. They talking about Ryan Garcia. They talking about fighting Ryan Garcia. Dude don't even deserve a fight. He don't deserve a world title shot. He's not really a proven pay-per-view draw. He's not near none of that. But he go get the fight. Watch. This is why he was in clout chasing out these other fighters' names, because he was trying to stay relevant to possibly land a fight with George Kambosos. He don't deserve a fight with George Kambosos. He don't. He's not even taking boxing seriously. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up this other screen. He's not even taking boxing seriously, bro. Just a bunch of lying and shit. I'm getting tired of boxing, y'all. I'm really getting tired of boxing. But it's what I've been doing for so many years now. It's like it's kind of hard to even pull back from it. But I'm getting sick of this shit, bro. I'm getting so sick of it. I mean, none of the fights that we've been talking about, nothing is solid yet. You know, only thing that's close to solid, well, actually, the only thing that is solid is the ladies. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. They made that shit happen. They made that fight happen, y'all. The ladies, right? Shakur Stevenson and Valdez, April 30th, they say, right? We haven't got official word, but one would assume that it's going down. But anything else, just been hearsay. Charlo Castano, too, where's it at? Spence Ugas, where's it at? So many other fights, where are they at? Can't find them. You can't find them. It's a bunch of chickens and shit, man. And I don't even want to be on here. See, the reason why I ain't even been going live that much lately, because I don't really got nothing nice to say. And I'm tired of coming on here bitching about boxing. I'm tired of coming on here having a bitch about the sport that I love, bro. Straight up. Like, I'm tired of every day. It's nothing but bad news and bullshit. Right? Who was Canelo supposed to fight? Watch it be Makabu. Watch his Makabu. He waiting for Makabu to fight this weekend. He's waiting for Makabu to fight this weekend. Shit stupid. Fighters all inactive and shit. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's doing nothing. But the guys that really want to fight can't get no fights. Who was that? That was the Lady Hammer, huh? Y'all see that on the screen? Probably not yet, huh? Hold up. I got to get this set up. Yeah. Lady Hammer don't do nothing but model. The Lady Hammer. She don't do nothing but model. All right, let's see. She don't even be fighting. I'm annoyed with boxing, y'all. Straight up. I'm annoyed as hell. I'm ready to get excited about something, but it's nothing to get excited about. George Kambosos said Devin Haney priced himself out. He said Devin Haney priced himself out. How does that even possible? When Eddie Hearn got the bag, how did Devin Haney price himself out? According to George Kambosos, Devin Haney priced himself out. How did that fucking happen? That was the fight that was likely most feasible to me. Devin Haney got the money behind him, right? He got the belt in order for Kambosos to truly be undisputed. Man, these dudes, man, all these boxers really the same, y'all. I gave George the benefit of the doubt, right? I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he just like everybody else. He's just like 85% of the rest of these boxers out here. Once they get into position, their whole energy is different. Energy is different as hell, man. Salute to Adrian Broner. Yeah, that's right, Adrian Broner. Because his energy didn't switch the fuck up. AB didn't switch up his energy. Like Errol Spence and all these other fucking dudes, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this is why I haven't been going live and shit. Because I don't want to be on here. It's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Just hearsay and just drama. It's more drama than it is action. And I don't mind a little bit of drama, a little bit of build up to the fight and stuff like that. I don't mind. I like it. I like the storylines, but it's too much of this shit. Tyson Fury got $32 million to fight Dillian White. $41 million bid. Huge bid came up. There's money for them. $41 million. Frank Warren pulled that up out his ass. How he get that? Where'd that come from? I mean, there's money in boxing. These dudes just got to go get it. A lot of dudes like to hide behind it. The money and just a lot of lame shit, man. Lame as hell, bro. Only reason why I still got love for boxing is because I'm training it myself, man. That George Kambosos shit really turned me off, man. It turned me off because I thought George was going to really, do something. Now he's talking about fighting Ryan. Man, get up out of here, bro. And now you're hearing Lomachenko talking about fighting Ryan. Get up out of here, Loma. And Loma's my guy. I'm a Loma fan. And I'm not happy with him even entertaining a Ryan Garcia. Why are these dudes entertaining Ryan? Hold up. Why are these dudes entertaining Ryan Garcia? For what? Why? Shit's fucking lame, dude. This dude entertaining Ryan Garcia, man. He's relevant for no fucking reason. And I gave Ryan the benefit of the doubt early on. But he just proved to be capped. The same repetitive pad work, the same fucking drills and shit, the same shit. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. What happened to Tevin Farmer? That's a good comeback fight. What happened? You don't want it. Man, get up out of here with this dude. But this is the guy that everybody's looking at. And unfortunately, today in boxing, the Mexican fighters or the Mexican-American guys don't got that heart like they used to back in the 90s and the early 2000s. You couldn't find a scared Mexican. You couldn't find one. Growing up, man, them dudes was ready for action. Ready. I didn't know no scared Mexican dudes growing up. My boy Javier, he wasn't scared of nothing. He was ready for all the smoke. But maybe those the gangster Mexicans, right? Gangsters. They was some gangster dudes. Latin Kings and shit. These dudes, man, come on, bro. Jaime Menguia. Come on, man. It's not the same, y'all. Boxing's not the same. It's not the same, man. Dudes talking about taking easy roads and shit. We got fighters talking about taking easy roads, and why wouldn't I take the easy road? Floyd Mayweather. This is the effect of Floyd Mayweather. This is what this shit is. And it's not his fault. He came out and said that these guys get paid too much and all this stuff, right? They didn't put in the work. They want, but it's still his fault because they trying to do what he did towards later on in his career when he got control. But these dudes be doing it now, man. They get in position. They don't want to do nothing. But the guys that want to do something, they can't get nothing. They get blackballed out of boxing, taking unnecessary risk. The politics beat them down so much. Next thing you know, they losing the fight. We seen Rigondeaux get beat out by politics of boxing. We seen Gary Russell get beat out by the politics of boxing. Man, come on, dude. Hey, bro, Mexicans will fight a bull, bro. But today in boxing, man, come on, man. And they got like the biggest fan base in boxing. And probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest. They could really control some shit. All these dudes that's ducking smoke, it wouldn't even been allowed back in the day. They didn't even think like that. They didn't even think like that. Win or lose, they went up in there and fought with their heart, man. Too much chicken shit in boxing. You said Tyson Fury is chicken? Yeah, people saying Tyson Fury ducked Usyk. I'm confused about that whole situation, you guys, to be honest. Because I thought AJ was fighting Usyk. I thought Anthony Joshua was fighting Usyk. But he's not. I mean, who else he gonna fight, man? Who else he gonna fight? Let me see what the comments saying. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. It's cold as hell. So where's everybody at? Y'all tired of boxing too? Y'all tired of boxing too? Hey, it's going over a month, Marquise Monroe. No date, bro. Spence don't got a date. Lubin and all these guys don't got dates. None of these fighters even got dates. Let's talk about the fighters that's not getting any work. Where's Bunny Easter at? Where's Jared Hurd at? Where's this guy? Where's Tevin Farmer at? Tevin Farmer, I don't think he's signed with nobody right now. Where's all these guys? Nowhere. Nowhere. It's really, really hard being a boxer fan. And honestly, I see why a lot of guys fall out of love with boxing. Stop talking about boxing. Move on to other things. I can see why. It's really hard being a boxing fan. It's really hard. Too much strategic maneuvering. What's going on, Q to God? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to Q to God's channel. Just put the link in the matter of fact, I'm about to drop a link in the chat too if you guys want to come on in and give your thoughts on these topics and situations and shit, because it's just a lot, dude. It's a lot. Like, man, I don't even really know where to start, honestly, man. It's just so much. It's so much where I can go. You said AJ's fighting Usyk? We'll see, man. Hopefully AJ can get up in there and make something happen. Hey, no fly zone. I get all that. But this is what you sign up for. Ultimately, this is what you sign up for. When you get in that ring, there is a risk that you may not come out the same. That's the risk you take. But just like basketball and all other sports, boxing got soft as fuck too. Just like society today and everything else, it got soft as fuck. Soft as baby shit. Newborn baby shit. Everything's just soft as fuck, man. I understand things don't need to be savage and brutal, but fuck. You can't even get the top fighters to fight each other. You get a top fighter fighting a C-level guy or a B-level guy. Some have control over that. Others don't. Others got to fight who they can just to fucking stay afloat. He said they was going to pay AJ and Dillian White step aside. It didn't work out. He said, I don't want to see Rolly. Oh, yeah, Rolly Tank, man. Nah, not really, bro. That fight should have happened when it should have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, man. Like, and I'm a Tank fan. Tank won me over as a fan, right? But how they moving them, like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, it's not like they I can see if the Rolly Tank fight, right? It's not a bad fight, but I want to see Tank in it with somebody with somebody for real. I can see if this fight had a long history behind it, like a long build-up. Like these dudes hate each other. They've been going back and forth for years. I can see that, right? But it's really a meaningless fight, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the training wheels on Tank Davis and shit. He's one of the baddest little dudes out there, but they got training wheels on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just won't let him fight, man. Got training wheels on Tank. He said it's being more money spent to cancel fights than to make them. Facts, bro. Or avoiding fights. That's what boxing has come to. You said when last time he fought a black fighter? He never fought one. And that's like my only beef with Tank. Because to me, you have to prove that you could beat a black fighter. If you're a black fighter, you gotta be able to beat the other brothers, man. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get in the ring with another brother, are you gonna be able to deal with his speed, his athleticism, what he brings? We never seen that from Tank. He's been fighting the same type of guys. That could be detriment to him. That could be detriment to him. But that's what Floyd is doing, having him fight Mexican fighters because he thinks that's still a thing. No. That's not a thing anymore. It's not a thing anymore. Because let's be honest, none of the Mexican fighters he's fighting, the fans don't know who these dudes are. Hey, that's where they messed up at, Tribe. And Al Heyman, early on, Al Heyman was fresh into boxing. He could have really, really changed the game. But he just like everybody else, man. Probably worse. Because I don't think Al Heyman necessarily cares about the best fighting the best or anything else fans talk about. This is like meaningless shit to him. I don't think he necessarily cares about anything like that. And that's a problem. You know why the UFC does so well, despite what the fighters complain about pay? Actually, Francis Ngannou said it wasn't even about the money, it's about the language contract. But it's because Dana White himself is actually a fucking fight fan. He's a fight nerd, just like everybody, like us. He just so happens to run the show. So he's gonna try to make these fights. Unlike a guy like Al Heyman, who probably don't give a about Spence fighting Terrence Crawford. Right? He don't care about none of that stuff. All them dudes care about is making their pockets fatter. They don't care about the better of the sport. It's every man for themselves in boxing. The biggest problem with PBC, they don't have no real infrastructure. They don't got no infrastructure over there. You got too many fighters, good fighters, some of my favorite fighters that you just don't see, man. You damn near forget about them. There's no scheduling. These guys don't know when they're fighting. Gary Antoine's fighting February 26th. I mean, shit, that's like right around the corner. Like, damn. You were supposed to hear about that about 3 months ago. Hold up, I'm kind of doing something. Salute to Baby Juju. What's going on? Yeah, UFC is underpaid. Francis Ngannou got a 600,000 guarantee. His guarantee was 600, but altogether he got like 1.2 million. That's still low for a heavyweight champion. Heavyweight fighters automatically get paid more than everybody else, especially if you're a champ. But Francis Ngannou don't like the language in his contract. It's something in his contract that he don't like that he's not going to disclose in the public, but it's something that's in his contract that he don't like, and he said he'll sit the fuck out. But he got a knee injury anyway, so he gonna be out from 7 to 8 months anyway. So that's that, man. You know. Oh shit, that's loud. But still, UFC is it's better, dude. It's better. Stylebender about to fight next month. You know what I'm saying? A warrior. You know. But see, when we talk about that, you know what the boxing fans like to say? Oh, well, they don't make no money. Okay, but are you seeing any of that money? Nah, bro, you're not. But they fighting. The best is fighting the best. The best is fighting the best. But guess what? I love boxing more, man. That's the main course meal, man, and I'm not satisfied. So now I gotta eat the side dishes, which is UFC and MMA and Muay Thai and kickboxing and shit. That's the side dishes. But the main course meal ain't fulfilling your boy, man. It's not. Keith Thurman fighting Barrios, pay-per-view, $75. Man, you know nobody. We streaming. Team stream. Team stream. Keith Thurman look like he in shape too. I know I came on here talking shit. Salute to Ramen Saludin. He said PBC didn't offer Canelo money until Bud said he moved up to 154 to fight Charlo. Bud got PBC shook. Bro, we go cook on that actually real quick. I'm glad you said that because it's just so much to talk about. I'm freestyling. So when you guys say things like this, it refreshes me. But we go cook on that because they didn't even want to offer Terrence Crawford anything. But they willing to drop the bag on the table for Canelo Alvarez. Drop the bag on the table for Canelo Alvarez. And, you know, like I said in my video, speaking on it, it's business. I get it. But what about Spence versus Crawford? Nah, it's not in their best interest to really make that fight. Only way that fight's really happening if Bud goes over. That way they can have a whole in-house thing. PBC can't afford to take no losses. But they're willing to feed off Jamal Charlo. And let's be honest, it's a feed off. And I say it's a feed off because Jamal Charlo only fought one time in 20 months. It didn't look good. He didn't look good. So it's a feed off. Canelo fought 4 times. It's a feed off, man. They willing to feed off Jamal Charlo for the bag to get Canelo over there to get them numbers up. Canelo got boxing at his mercy. This is the worst era of boxing, man. Canelo's too young to be doing all that lame shit. See, Floyd didn't finesse boxing until he was damn near 40. He was like 37, 30, you know what I'm saying? And he was 36, 37 fighting Canelo Alvarez. And then he fought Manny Pacquiao. So I'm not even trying to hear that shit about Floyd. Because Floyd didn't have the yellow brick road laid out for him. Let's keep it 100. He didn't. He had a hard time getting fights. Canelo Alvarez never had a hard time doing nothing in boxing. But they are willing to offer the bag on the table. PBC offering the bag on the table for Canelo. Or putting a bag on the table for Manny Pacquiao, putting a bag on the table for Triple G. But when it comes to Terrence Crawford, a brother, a black guy, for all these stories that Bud should be with the brothers and all that, they're not even offering them shit. Don't even get me started on that shit, bro. Because them motherfuckers, man, I feel like they use black boxing fans. I really do. I really do. I feel like they use black boxing fans, man. I feel like they used us. They're not giving us fights, man. Look at this card that's coming up with Keith, bro. Look at this card that's coming up with Keith, bro. Where the black talent at? Nowhere. Nowhere. Leo Santa Cruz get to come off a loss. Hasn't fought in a while and get to get a tune-up. What Gary Russell get to get? Nothing. Gary didn't get to get nothing. He didn't get to get no tune-up. He had to hop in there with Magasayo and do his duty. He had to do his duty. But Ray Vargas and all these guys get to sit around and hide from fucking smoke and then wait till the smoke. Man, bro, are you? You know what? Hold on. I got to go run outside real quick, guys. Give me a second. All right. My bad, you guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. What was I at? Yeah, just they did. Crawford's bad for business, man. He's bad for business. He's bad for business. I mean, even though Canelo won't necessarily sign with PBC, he's still he's the big draw in the sport. Everybody trying to go for Canelo, 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 Canelo. Like I said, it's Canelo Alvarez and then everybody else. It's not even close, man. And a big part of the reason is because a lot of these other guys can't get the fights that they need. It's not like Canelo's a guy who's somewhat of a people's champion and, you know, having these memorable quotes and none of that shit, bro. None of it. How Canelo's promoted is what we just seen this past week. Who he's allegedly gonna fight. You get these insider guys coming out telling everybody, oh, Canelo's rumored to do this. And that's how Canelo gets his buzz. He's not about to come out here talking shit and calling people out or nothing. Right? But a guy like Crawford, he don't be out here talking shit either. Well, he have been a little bit lately, but guess what? It's not gonna move like that for him. It's just not. It's not gonna move because, well, he's a tough night out and he don't bring that kind of money that these spoiled ass boxers want. That's what it is. He's a tough night out and they want a shit ton of money to fight him. Pacquiao showed us that. So now, well, since he wasn't built up right, he's too tough. He wasn't built up right, so we just not gonna fight him. That's not the move that we're looking to make right now. We're looking at other things right now. You know what I'm saying? That's boxing, dude. Salute to my boy Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. What's going on? Yeah, that's right. Hit the like button and donate to your boy. Right? Your boy Bushido put in some serious work, man. Your boy Bushido be putting in some work, man. Every day I'm doing some type of videos. Something. Right? Actually, I got some new shit that I'm doing too, man. I'm gonna try to put a little more. I'm putting some time into it and make it the best as I can make it with the resources that I currently have. And hopefully you guys like it. I'm gonna try to really, really make it good, and I'm gonna make it a consistent thing, like a weekly thing. So I'm gonna try to do it. Also, what I want to do is have the phone line thing. Now I'm not sure what time of day I should do that. Maybe if I'm on a stream later at night or something, I have the phone line open to where guys can call, and we can just chat it up, like that too. So because I'm always open for people's opinions. This is not a narrative driven channel. I'm always open for guys' opinions and things of that nature, right? But yeah, man, I'm just not happy with boxing, dude. I'm just not happy with boxing. Salute to Wayne Hennessy. I see you in the building. Well, Crawford and Spence, if anything, that fight might happen at 154. If it's I don't see it happening, dude. Yeah, Bud is a high risk, low reward to them, man. He's a high risk, low reward, man. But see, boxers don't really, not all boxers. I don't want to put all boxers in this category because there's real warriors out there in boxing, man, but they don't get the love like the diva boxers do. The diva boxers get the love. The warriors don't necessarily get the love. The boogeymen don't get the love. But the divas, oh man, they love the divas. Boxing needs a big reset, man. It's unfortunate, man. It's gonna be like this for a while. I don't think nothing's gonna change. Only way I see boxing really changing is if everybody gets under one umbrella. Everybody gets under one umbrella. Top Rank go under the zone platform or something. Everybody gets under one umbrella. That's the only way I can see boxing being great as it could be. But I don't think that's never gonna happen. Al Heyman had the juice, man. Al Heyman could have really changed the game. He could have really, really changed the game and for better. But he's probably worse. He's probably worse than these other guys. Because at least those, at least we know who they are, right? We know who they are. We know what they're about. It is what it is. We know what they are. I don't expect nothing from them. But I feel that Al Heyman could have really, really changed the game. Deontay Wilder should have had that IBF belt early on. It's a lot of things, man. He had $900 billion, right, to really change the fucking game. Everybody was at his mercy at one point. Bob, Eddie, and all. Al Heyman he had the juice. Now it's not looking good. Fighters has been inactive as shit. Can't get no momentum going. Prime. Think about it, y'all. A lot of these guys that we haven't been seeing are in their critical years. They're mid to they're late 20s to early 30s. Those are really critical. That's a critical time. And you sitting out for years at a time. Just sitting out. Not knowing what's coming. This is why I think a lot of these younger fighters today, the Xanders, Riases, and all them, and this is why I think they be signing with Top Rank, man. Bob be getting all the fucking young talent, man. The amateur Olympian type dudes and shit. He be getting them now. They're not signing with PBC like that, man. Maybe because it's not no real schedule. They don't know when they go fight. You say you think pay-per-view is dying because of free streaming? Yeah, of course. But see now, to in order for them to be able to counter that, people just you gotta find a way to get the fans to care about these fighters. You got to put up the big fights. And realistically, let's be honest, pay-per-view is dead. That shit's over with. And even for the UFC, UFC does pretty good, but The big fight should be on pay-per-view, man. The Spence Crawfords, the Wilder Furies, the Wilder Joshuas, the Fury Joshuas, the big fights, man. Shakur Stevenson Valdez. If that was a PBC fight, it'll probably be on pay-per-view. It'll probably be on pay-per-view. But we getting that for free. ESPN Plus, but we getting that shit for free. Spence Ugas, man, they don't even know what they want to do with that yet. They don't even know what they want to do with that yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what they want to do. No word yet as to is that fight even gonna happen for real? No word. You say you like Dave Morrell Jr. Yeah, he cold, man. He may not get no good work though. DJ Shows, he may not get no work. He might be too good for his own good and everything else that come with that. Hey, barbershop do be exposing the shot of them, dude. I'm reading the comments. Yeah, boxing corny, man. It's corny, bro. It's corny. It's corny as hell. What is it? About to be February? I don't even know what we got. We got Gary Antoine and Victor Post. That's the only fight that I really could think of top of my head that's worth watching for next month. But everything else we hear about is either March or April and later on. I think boxing is in worse shape than they try to let on too. I think it's in worse shape than they try to let on. Or it could be a combination of many things. Fighters and turning down fights and shit. You know, it could probably be a lot of that behind the scenes too. Hit that like button for your boy. It could probably be a lot of that too. Salute to Picasso. I see you in the building. Hey, he says, you right. Ugas Spence, they should have been had a date. Ugas said he's ready. Once again, Spence holding the game up, bro. It do seem like Spence holding boxing up, ain't it? Like he's definitely holding up the division, if anything, right? You know, they not making him do nothing. They not making him come off the belts. At least Keith Thurman, at least he came up off one of them belts, right? We gotta give Keith credit for that. At least he came up. Spence ain't coming up off nothing. He gonna sit on that shit. He gonna sit on that shit. It could be Spence. It could be many reasons, man. They probably deciding if they want to put it on pay-per-view. You know, they see what fans be talking about. They see a lot of fans are starting to boycott these fights, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, because y'all got to start making the right fights. You got to start making the right fights. Tasha Jones says, sad to say, but I think boxing is starting to die. Oh, I forgot to put the link in the comment section. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I think it is, man. It's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Usually January is a slow month for boxing, but man, it's never this bad. At least we know what's coming, you know. At least we usually know what's coming. We don't even know what's coming. There's no certainty. There's a link right here. If somebody want to chime in. There's no certainty. Hey, that's right, Drizzy. He says when there's no boxing going on, some of these guys only do videos to have to do with Terrence Bud Crawford only because he's one of the hottest topics to box. Yeah, he is. Don't believe the lies. Terrence Crawford is one of the hottest names in boxing, bro. It's just that pay-per-view is a hard sell, man. It's a hard sell for any fighter. Ain't nobody else even fighting on pay-per-view like that. And when they do, guess what? It's not good. Triple G ain't even on pay-per-view draw. His pay-per-view sucked. He got like 100-some thousand fighting whoever he was fighting after he thought he had something after the Canelo fight. Motherfucker didn't do no good numbers, bro. He said Spence Ugas announcement would come when Bud makes his next move. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo sitting down. All these guys. And they didn't, and then when the smoke comes their way, they don't want to fight. So guys like David Benny, right? He's fighting David Lemieux. Salute to David Lemieux, man. You know what I'm saying? Fighters like him don't get no love. Who may end up coming on the short end of things, but they'll get their ass in there with the best guys. Coming off layoffs and shit. But it's not a fight we want. It's not a fight fans was asking for. It's not a fight we want. But this is what they doing. This is what they doing. Sanction bodies got too much pull in the sport too. They need to do what's right. These dudes that be in the top 10 and shit, and they sanction bodies, some of them shouldn't even be there. Like, who are these dudes and who did they fight and when did this happen? They say Boots may be fighting Custio Clayton. I think that's a good fight. I've been wanting to see Custio Clayton in action. I think that's a good fight, a good test for Boots. I think that's a good test for Boots, good fight for Boots. I think it's a step up in competition, despite we not seeing much of Custio Clayton. I think that's a better fighter than the guys he's been whooping on. So hopefully IBF can make that happen in the meantime, because Boots got to wait for Spence. Spence is holding up the fucking division again. Harold Spence holding up the division, man. At least Keith Thurman dropped the belt. Let Sean get it, right? At least Keith Thurman had the kindness, the generosity to be like, you know what? Let me drop one of these belts. Let Sean and Danny fight for it. You know, this dude go hold on to them shits, bro. Salute to my man Damone Daines for the super chat. He says he big fish. Shouldn't matter who he fights. Pay-per-view facts, bro. We don't big fish and pay-per-view and Canelo and all that. We don't give them no exemptions on no passes on shit like that. If you to draw, it don't matter who you fight. It don't matter who you fight. Remember Adrian Broner was considered a draw in a sport? He never was fighting on pay-per-view like that. He was on TV. He was on Showtime fighting. He wasn't on no pay-per-view. Not everything on pay-per-view. He said Pudango says, haven't been announced because they are still over 10 weeks away. 10 weeks away from what? 10 weeks away from where? Well, what date? I mean, 10 weeks from what? Because they said this fight, they wanted to fight in February. Now they saying March, April. We don't know what they're doing, man. Somebody need to holler at Ugis on his Twitter and say, are y'all fighting or what? Ugis has a very good social media presence. And he responds to fans and shit too. Unlike some of these other divas in boxing. They don't want to talk to people and shit. That'd be beneficial to them, man, if they actually like at least I can understand if you had like millions, you can't do all that, you know. But if you're a guy with a smaller fan base, it'll be good to kind of get in tune with them. I see Bud going back and forth with people on Twitter. He be talking shit though. Crawford actually be doing shit, man. He actually does have a social media presence, actually. He do. Deontay Wilder, you don't see him at all. You don't see the champ at all. These dudes get the bag, man. They don't care, man. Yeah, Charlo Castano. Nah, I don't think that's pay-per-view, man. They don't. Charlo's has been proven to not to be pay-per-view draws. And they lucky they still got fans too, especially Jamel. they real lucky they associated with like Spence and shit like that. Them dudes is some corny ass dudes. Charlos is lame as hell. And they're lucky people be rooting for them in these fights. Cause they be doing some lame ass shit, man. That if any other fighter did some of this shit, any other black fighter did or said some of the lame ass shit that they said, man, come on, bro. We already know what type of time it is. We go see if he can possibly get this Canelo fight. I don't think Canelo's going to fight Jamal. I think that was just a smokescreen. That's the way Canelo promotes himself. Is by doing that shit he's doing. He ain't about to be trying to. I don't think he gonna fight Jamal. The thing about Jamal though, he always stay in shape too though. That's one thing. You know, despite his inactivity, he always stay in shape. He always stay in shape. So he seemed to be doing a lot of modeling and shit. That's probably how he get a lot of his money. Because he sure don't be fighting. So that's how him and his brother, they be probably gambling on shit and they probably do the modeling shit. That's probably how they get a lot of their money. So they sure don't be fighting enough. Remember, you ain't even touching M's yet. I'm touching M's. That wasn't that long ago. Shit. So yeah, he doing other things. He ain't hitting them pay-per-views and shit either. Him and his brother, that was an excellent card, man. That was a really good card. The Charlo doubleheader, however they did it, that was a good but nobody bought the shit. Nobody bought the shit. Did like 70-some thousand buys. The Charlo twins. Right? Didn't do too good on pay-per-view. But Canelo's gonna fight him though. Right? He's in the name. His name is in the at least Canelo's moving forward a little bit. You know, at least he's mentioning Charlo as a potential opponent now. But guess what? Charlo's been on for 20 months. Guess what? He didn't look too good his last fight. Like, come on, bro. So is the perfect timing? Yes, it is. It could possibly be perfect timing for Canelo, but they may miscalculate this one. Because Charlo always in shape. So hopefully, out of the guys that Canelo's potentially going to be fighting, hopefully it's Jamal Charlo. Even though some may say he looked great this fight. Some may say he ain't gonna beat Canelo because he ain't got enough fights. Canelo got a lot of pro fights too, right? He got a lot of pro fights. He fought 4 times during the pandemic. This dude fought 1 time in 20 months, bro. Perfect timing. Dimitri Bivol, he ain't been fighting that much either. Triple G, he ain't been fighting that much. And he old. Come on, man. I really can't take Canelo too serious. When I really understand the sport and what's going on, it's like, okay, why now? It's cool that you finally mentioned his name, but why now, motherfucker? Is it because he been sitting out for almost 2 years? But that's PBC fault. I don't know whose fault that is. Is it Charlo's fault that he's been sitting out? Is it Al Heyman's fault that he can't? Is he having a problem getting these guys to move? Right? Like what's really good? What's really good? Let me see who was I yeah, Canelo ass, man. He ain't about to be doing nothing, man. He ain't about to do nothing. He's worth too much money. He's worth too much money. He's a brand and shit. And they're not about to fuck that up, bro. They seen what happened to Anthony Joshua. They're not about to fuck up putting Canelo in there with anybody that could whoop on them. They're gonna be extremely calculated on who they fight next. Extremely calculated, bro. That's part of the game, man. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the game. when you're in position, you can do what Canelo Alvarez does, man. He's the king of boxing. It's not even fucking close, bro. It's not even close. He fought 4 times during the pandemic, bro. Some fighters haven't fought 2 years prior to the pandemic and missed out the whole pandemic. Boxing needs more star. I don't know what boxing needs. And that's why my standard for my standard for Canelo is extremely high. Like how those guys had that crazy high standard for Floyd. They wanted him to fight with one hand behind his back and all that. Yeah, I got that same with Canelo. And he's a young guy. He's 31 years old. He's in a prime. He's in his prime. Floyd was past his prime, leaving his prime. He wasn't even punching dudes for real. He was in there just outclassing motherfuckers. But Canelo has enough juice to really, really take boxing to the next level. But really, he's just a cash cow. So they're not going to fuck this up anytime soon. He's too young for them to fuck this up too early. So I'm waiting for Makabu. I think Makabu fights this weekend, right? So I guess we should check out Makabu. I'm gonna check out Makabu. You know what I'm saying? See if I can even find the fight. And see if he beats whoever he's fighting. Because Makabu came out and said, please pick me, please pick me, please pick me. And he was the nicest, he might be the nicest guy. So Canelo's probably gonna pick him. And that's how boxing works, man. And fans fall for it every time. It's not no killers and no real warriors like it used to be. Not like that, man. You gotta really know the sport to know who the real ones are. Because if you're a casual fan, you watching this shit, you be like, yeah. In reality, man, this dude fighting a bum, bro. You don't even know it. This dude fighting somebody he supposed to beat. What's them old WWF fights back in the early 90s, late 80s, where the main fighter, whether he was a good guy or a heel, used to just beat up on this random ass wrestler. Like, who is this guy? That's what boxing is. That's what's going on in boxing. I forgot what that was called, but that's what's going on in boxing right now. Yeah, my standard for Canelo is high, so Canelo fans don't take it personal, because I know y'all take it really personal when people talk. I'm a former Canelo fan. He's in my intros and everything for a reason. But I feel that he could do a lot better than what he's doing. He could succeed. He could surpass Floyd. He may eventually end up surpassing him any fucking way. Just because, even though he can't whoop him, they go surpass him anyway by default. Oh, he got 80 fights and he's undisputed in 3 weight classes. Watch, he has the ability to do that. Makabu said, "Hey man, I'll give you this motherfucking belt. Shit, I'm from Namibia. I'm trying to get that payday, change my man. Fuck this belt. Give me $8 million, and I'll lay down. And you can get this cruiserweight title." That's the reality of shit, man. This red pill boxing talk. That's the reality of this shit, man. You see Makabu's energy. He loves Canelo. He's so happy. He's so happy to be here. He's so happy that Canelo was picking him. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. Triple G was supposed to be the other money man, but he don't fight enough, man. He got that bag from the zone, that equity, whatever the fuck, and he was like, man, I'm done with y'all. I'm not gonna speak English no more. I got a translator now. I don't fuck with y'all. I got the bag now. I'm telling you, man. Triple G he used to love his fans. As soon as he got the bag, man, he said, yo. That's what Triple G said. He don't care. He got the bag. Call him Triple B, bag. Boy. Triple G. He's still being training, huh? What's this date? October? Triple G ain't fought in like 2 years, bro. Hold up, let me see when his last fight shit. Camille Zameda, and that was a while ago. In 2020, bro. Triple G sat out for 2 years. And he didn't necessarily look too good in the Camille Zameda fight. But I will say this. Tom Loeffler and all those guys, and Abel Sanchez, they did a phenomenal job pushing and promoting Triple G. A fucking phenomenal job. That's how you push a fighter, bro. However, the Triple G can't talk. He don't look like shit, right? But guess what, man? He was one of the hottest things smoking in boxing. Hottest thing smoking in boxing. They promoted the shit out of him. They sold him as this monster destroyer guy. Triple G was ducking all kinds of smoke. But in reality, they sold him as a destroyer machine. And he was just beating up on a whole bunch of tailor-made dudes and just smaller man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go after no real tough black smoke. He didn't do none of that. He fought Jacobs. Arguably damn near lost that. This was in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, Triple G barely even got a social media presence anymore. He got, like I said, man, he got the bag and he said, fuck y'all. That's what he said. He's supposed to be fighting him, though. And he got postponed for a ton of money, too. He's going to get a ton of money to fight Ryota Murata in Japan. So Triple G is done fighting, you know, all these followers and shit. He don't even be fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting out. Just sitting out. Let me see. Look at that. Bunny got a full head of dread hair. He got a full head of hair now with dreads now. We ain't even seen Bunny in a minute. Just chilling. He trapping now. He ain't even boxing no more. Bunny trapping. Oh, yeah, he boxing. What's the day right here? August 27th. Looking like a skinny-ass little boy. Bunny looked good his last fight, though, man, and he should have carried that momentum into another fight. But guess what? He's on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting January 14th. Okay. And he's still like he been working out, though. Got to stay ready, stay sharp, work on some new things. But after a while, you're going to need to go up in there and fight. So Al Heyman need to get Bunny a fight. What the fuck? Let's see what Jerry Hurd been doing. What weight class it look like he's in now. That motherfucker look huge, bro. He look like every bit of a cruiserweight. He look like a 200-some pound man. Easy. Easy. Ain't been had no fights. This last fight he had right here. This fight with Jamil. That's the last fight he had. Charlos didn't want no smoke with him either, man. Big Charlo was kind of pressing him, but the little one wasn't. You know, you picking on my little brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the last fight we've seen with Jerry Hurd. He looked like a monster, too. You want playing with them Charlos? Bam. Get your ass back, dude. The fuck? Yep. Last time we seen Hurd, you know what I'm saying? Sean Porter sleep. Look big as a motherfucker too. Every bit of like a cruiserweight or a light heavyweight. But shit, maybe he needed a break anyway. He was starting to get hit too damn much. You know what I'm saying? He got his trucking company. I forgot. Yeah, he got a trucking company now, man. Good for him, man. Straight up. Good for him. Got his little truck, got his logistics shit going. His trucking company. You know what I'm saying? So if these guys don't ever really get to get anything going, hopefully they're making the best of their time outside of boxing, investing, doing other things to make sure they secure when this shit is over with. Because as we see currently, man, there's never certainty in boxing. You don't never know what's gonna happen. Let's see. Yeah, of course, Damone Daniels. We will definitely pay for the fights, but they're not putting the fights that we want to see, man. You know, they're not putting up the fights that we want to see. Salute to Demetrius Ross. What's good? Hey, ain't it Picasso? Bunny should have never lost to Mikey, bro. That fight should have been, man. Salute to Picasso for the super chat. My bad. He says if Charlo doesn't stop Canelo, we all know what them judges will do. Absolutely, bro. Going into a fight with Canelo Alvarez, you have to assume that you are down by at least 3 rounds. Soon as you step into that motherfucking ring, soon as you step in that ring, you are already down 3 rounds. Have that in the back of your head, and then you should do for just fine. Charlo has all the intangibles and shit to beat Canelo, bro. He really do. But I don't know, man. Hopefully they don't. I don't know. Yeah, man. He says Charlo looked salute to Mondanes for the super chat. He says Charlo looked vulnerable, undisciplined. Yep. When he on them videos with Regis Prograis, you know what I'm saying? He be looking high as a mug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they see this shit, bro. This is why Charlo name got thrown into the hat. Maybe Charlo did this on purpose. I don't think he's that smart though. I don't think he's that clever. I don't think he's that cunning to do something like that, right? To come on camera and appear that he's under the influence and or even just smoking and getting high and just showing that he's bullshit, but in reality he's training like a demon behind the scenes. Just to lure Canelo in. I mean, it could be, but I don't know if they're that cunning. I don't see that. Hey, Don King was the best at that shit, bro. He knew how to sell a fight. He could sell water to a well. Say what you want about Don King, man. Mike Tyson blew a lot of that money himself. Let's call a spade, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he may have been pitching, but dude, you have $500 million, bro. And if you hear some of the shit that Mike Tyson was doing, a young mother should never had that kind of money, been in control of that kind of money, man. Let's be real. 20-something-year-old dude with almost a half billion, $500 million, $250 million and shit. Buying Ferraris and just leaving the keys in them and not even, you know what I'm saying, just stopping and run out of gas and leave the keys in them and they just going buying Tigers and shit. He was doing a lot of stupid, ignorant ass shit. You shouldn't squander $250 million. I don't give up. I don't care. Don King put up some of the best fights in boxing. Thriller, Manila, all types of shit. These names, these catchy phrases. But they got gangsters like him out of boxing. Guys like him and shit. Gangsters, man. They got him up out of there. Oh, yeah. Salute to Daryl Hickenbottom for the super chat. He says, I question, will Spence really hurt? Back too soon. Facts, bro. You can't question Lord Thou Savior Spence, though. You can't question the Holy One Spence, bro. You can't do that. You can't question that. B-Hop questioned it, and people can't jump down his throat. Maybe he was on to something, right? Maybe B-Hop simply was just on to something. But box fans jumped down his throat because he was like, man, I don't know if that shit's real. Next thing we know, he talking about coming back fighting and shit. It's like, how is that possible? Well, they got new ways to fix the retina now. That's probably something they told us, y'all. Let's be real. It's probably a story they put out there to kind of had something that really will happen. I'm not saying he wasn't hurt, but I'm not believing nothing they tell us all the time. I'm not believing everything they say. The lies, right? I'm not believing everything they say. Was Spence really hurt? Who knows, right? Nobody really knows. But he is wearing glasses and shit now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe his vision is fucked up and shit. Well, maybe he's just wearing them for fashion purposes. I don't know, but he's wearing these glasses and shit now. So, um, who knows, man? I mean, I kind of question it. That is kind of soon to be kind of coming back to fight, and then you hopping in there with one of the top guys. I mean, was he really hurt? Who knows? He probably did get hurt. He said hurt was nothing but a punching bag. Better check out now. Yeah, that's probably why he's just been chilling too, man. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what weight class he want to be at. He got his trucking company and shit. He probably like, man, forget all that. His mama and them probably be telling him, man, y'all don't want you fighting no more. For straight up. Hell yeah, he living good, man. I'm happy for Jerry Hurd. He was a dude that was living with his parents. You said Don King put them leeches on him. Nah, Don King claimed that those leeches got on to Mike. I listened to Don King's side of the story. I listened to it. And it's easy not to believe it coming from a guy like Don King, right? It's easy to believe that he was a liar and a scumbag. It's easy to believe that, but what if he's really telling the truth? That these guys got a hold of Mike and turned Mike kind of against Don. Don King got this dude millions of fucking dollars, bro. What promoter's getting any fighter that kind of money today? Nobody. How old was Mike Tyson when he had those millions? He was young, bro. Canelo Alvarez and all these guys, they playing catch up. Well, Canelo Alvarez go eventually hit that shit. He's getting big money. Canelo getting big money. But Mike Tyson, shit. Back then, Don King was a good promoter. Dirtbag and shit, but he was a good promoter. What promoter do anybody like? Y'all don't like nobody. Y'all don't like Eddie Hearn. Y'all don't like Bob. Y'all don't like Al. Y'all don't like nobody. So it really don't matter. But whether you Dana White, y'all don't like nobody. But I'll say they some of these guys are really good at what they do. I think Don King was really good at what he did. He was a guy that put a stacked ass fucking whole stacked card full of champion fights and shit, heavyweight stack cards, just great shit. And he worked with guys like Bob to make bigger fights happen. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was different. Boxing was different back then. It was different, man. It was just different. These guys didn't like each other, but guess what? They put their personal shit aside to do business. And then they put their best guy against their best guy. But today, that shit really don't happen. They want to do in-house and shit. Man, nobody care about everything that's in your house, bro. We want to see how they fight when they step outside their house. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy YSM Sports Media. Y'all go subscribe to my boy YSM Sports Media. He says, who is an acceptable opponent for Crawford next? Acceptable? I don't know. I don't think Crawford's gonna really hop. I don't think Crawford's just gonna hop in there. But let me see. Let me go find a list or something real quick. Who's in the because Boots gonna be fighting Custio Clayton. So I would say Boots. Go ahead, beat up on Boots, but he gonna be fighting Custio. He gotta get past my boy from Nova Scotia, Custio Clayton. Then he gonna have to fight Flair Cobbs. Then he's gonna have to fight Sasquatch. Then Goku. Then Superman. That's what Boots is gonna have to do before he gets that fight Crawford. Remember that? That's how the Spence fans used to do. He got to do this. He got to do that. He got to do this. Nah. Boots get past Castillo. Tell him we want the smoke. That's right. No, I'm just bullshitting, but I don't know, man. Who should boy fight? Keith Thurman don't want to fight no more. He actually looks like he's in really good shape, by the way. Spence, he don't want to fight. Ugas is looking to fight Spence because, well, whatever. If Ugas is tired of waiting, he should go ahead and try to fight Bud or something. But that's a PBC thing, so we gotta wait to see, man. I don't know. I don't know who Bud should fight, bro. Honestly, he fought Kell Brook. He fought Khan. He fought who else? What, Danny Garcia? What about Danny? How about Bud fight Danny? Nah, guess what? Danny don't want to fight. So these dudes gonna want a lot of money to fight him. So he's gonna have to fight somebody like a Virgil Ortiz. Or just sit out and wait. Shit, I don't know. Ain't nobody for him to fight. Oh yeah, Taylor. I'm tripping. Josh Taylor. Ain't he supposed to be fighting? I think his fight was in February though. So Josh Taylor would be good for Crawford. Actually, we go see how quick that turnaround will be if Josh Taylor gets this guy out there early. But then again, nah, that can't happen because the fucking bridge for Bob just got burnt. Fuck. Bob ain't gonna deal with that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can put business personal aside, but not that. It's too soon. And Bob, nah. So he burnt that bridge. Ain't nobody for Bud to fight right now. Other than Spence or Ugas or Thurman. I think those are the guys he really want. Those three guys, or maybe a Charlo Castano winner. He wants the big fights and the champions, man. I don't really want to see Crawford just fighting these guys anymore. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him fight Charlo Castano winner. Preferably Charlo. Spence, Ugas, or Thurman. Those are the guys I want to see him fight. And Boots. I want to see him fight Boots too. Everything else is Virgil Ortiz. Yeah, that'd be good too. But I want to see a big fight, like a unification champion type fight. I'm tired of seeing Bud just beating up on these dudes. I want to see Bud fight one of these champions, but they don't want to fight. Economics and shit. Economics. There ain't nobody in boxing doing pay-per-views good. What Triple G pay-per-view was looking like? Like 100-something thousand. Man, come on, man. Nobody in boxing doing good pay-per-view numbers. Nobody. Except for Canelo. Jake Paul didn't even do good. He got 65,000. Not even Jake Paul with his range that he has. He didn't even do 100,000, bro. Hold up, man. That's alarming. Not even Jake Paul, bro. Not even Jake Paul, bro. A master elite troll couldn't even generate over. He couldn't even get 100,000 people to buy his fight, bro. He couldn't even do it. How many followers he got? 18 million. He said, Oprah, please text me back. This dude is the ultimate troll. Look at him. Got the babe and shit. Just a troll and shit, man. Hold up. And now he's training MMA. And he has the right idea. He could work on the low kick. He could work on the kick more. But yeah, he got the right idea. He just doing shit. And when you got a lot of money, time, you could do shit. Get the best trainer. Get the hottest babes. All that shit. And then he's up in here fighting and shit. He's choosing to fight. So I do got a little respect for Jake Paul to a degree because he's choosing to fight. He ain't even got to fight, bro. This motherfucker fight, man. Salute to Jake Paul, man. I can't. And then he putting fighters on, and Amanda Serrano is in a good. I'm gonna follow this dude. Amanda Serrano is in a good position. So salute to Jake Paul for that shit, man. You know, he is a troll though. He's a troll, and I don't like this Woodley fight. I think that was fixed. You know, it was a gimmick and shit. But I mean, shit. Jake Paul ain't even hit numbers though. You know what I'm saying? But you put Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford in the ring, watch that shit do good numbers. It's gonna wake up boxing fans. You want to wake up boxing fans, you put Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford in the fucking ring. That's what you do. You want to reignite boxing, you start promoting the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford right now and for an eventual showdown in the summer. Guess what? They don't want to do it because of what? Economics. How about you try building a motherfucking fight for 6 months? Because the fans are exhausted. Guys like your boy Bushido is exhausted talking about Spence and Crawford. It's y'all's fucking turn. Guess what? Oh, well, economics. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Tim Smith better not have no Instagram or nothing. He better not. That's not something I want to hear, bro. Not something I want to hear. Let's see what Devin Haney doing, man. What's Dev gonna do now? It's looking like he's left out once again, man. You know, you hearing that he's a light puncher and he's boring. Man, Dev tries really hard to make things exciting, man. Fuck y'all, man. You could tell he's up in there really trying to make things exciting, really trying to, you know, you could tell he's trying. Shit, he's looking sloppy and vulnerable because he's trying so hard to really trying so fucking hard. But now they want to use excuses that he's boring, he's light punching and shit. They get up in there with him. If he can't punch, then get in the fucking ring with him. You know what I'm saying? That's that lame shit I be talking about in boxing. And magically he priced himself out somehow. How did that happen? He's the guy he make more money than fucking per fight than like a lot of guys in boxing. So how the hell how the hell did he price himself out? What happened? Now he was talking about fighting Ryan. He's talking about fighting Lion Ryan. George Campbell. Lomachenko and Dev should go ahead and just fight then. Loma and Dev should go ahead and fight. But everybody trying to fight Ryan. Like Ryan got some like Ryan's like a pay-per-view draw. He's not even a draw, bro. How many followers Dev got? 1.1 million. Dev got some juice. Let me see what Ryan got, because apparently that really matters, your social media following. But that doesn't translate to pay-per-view buys, does it? 8.7. He ain't even do nothing, bro. This motherfucker got 8.7 million followers, bro. He ain't do nothing. Let me see what you got, like 5 something. Let's see what Keith got. Nothing, bro. 13.9. Oh shit. Sorry, that was probably loud. 13.9. I mean, 319,000. Keith Thurman. And you putting him on pay-per-view, bro? So what really determines pay-per-view? See, that's the shit is confusing about boxing. Hey, Ryan has some of the biggest fights on Twitter. Mini Mike. He's the world Twitter champ. Yeah, but Keith Thurman looked like he in shape, dude. Keith Thurman was playing, he was bluffing. He should stop Barrios. I expect Keith Thurman to stop Barrios in like 3 rounds. I give him 3 rounds. If you don't get him out of there in 3 rounds, then something wrong. Yep. That's my standard for Keith right now. Yep, 3 rounds. Matter of fact, I'll give him four. I'll give him 4 rounds. If you don't get Mario Barrios out of there in 4 rounds, something wrong. And we might want to start questioning if you're the same guy. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do for you, Keith. Yep. Since you wanna try to play games, yeah. Don't get it. If you don't get Barrios out of there in 4 rounds, you're done. That's how we go play that for you. Santa Cruz versus Carbon Hall. Leo Santa Cruz really is probably one of the worst dudes in boxing. He's one of the nicest guys in boxing, but he's probably one of the biggest duckers in boxing too. He gets away with a lot. He did fight Tank, but Tank Davis was worth it for him. Tank Davis was worth it for him, but Leo Santa Cruz got away with a lot of ducking. Got away with a lot of ducking over the years. And then he gets to come back and fight a tune-up and still keep his belt in a weight class. Like, it's a lot of shit he gets away with. Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, who is he fighting? What's his name? Keenan Carbon Hall? Let's see what this dude do. Let's see what he got, man. Let's see what he got. We know what Leo gonna do. He gonna be wiggling his wrist. Ah, here you go, right here. Let's see what Keenan Carbajal got. He ain't got no check mark though. Let's see. I will be remembered. Stop glorifying race. Is he black? I guess he might be black. So it might be two black dudes on this card. Well, he probably Puerto Rican or something. Yeah, he probably Puerto Rican or something. Could he fight though? Let me see. I don't want to play none of PBC's clips and shit, man. Let me see if this dude could fight though. All you can ask for is a good fight now. He might beat the shit out of Leo. He looked like he got some length to him. He might beat the shit out of Leo, man. Wait, what's this dude's record? He ain't got nothing. I don't see no training footage or nothing really, so I would like to see what he got, but this video ain't even playing. Come on, bro. You ain't got shit. Yeah, so that's Leo Santa Cruz is fighting. Josecito Lopez is also on the card. See what Josecito, the Riverside Rocky, been doing. I actually like the Riverside Rocky though. I like those type of fighters. But he's on pay-per-view for no reason. He should be on TV. He's a TV fighter. He'll have a little following too if he was on TV consistently. Because he has a fan-friendly style. He looking pretty slow. Look like he's still training with Robert Garcia. Man, he might be passing his prime now. He got to be damn near. How old is Riverside Rock? He got to be up there now. Let's see how he look. Yeah, see, he looking pretty slow. Ooh, he looking slow. He better. We'll see how he looks in fight night. He brings it, so we go see. But yeah, Amanda Serrano. Let's check her out real quick because I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. Let's see what these ladies. Amanda Serrano got a big fight coming up. Finally, right? She's been whooping on chicks for years, just running through boxing. She got almost as many followers as Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, man, come on, bro. But she got a huge fight coming up, man. And it's gonna be in New York. That's gonna be fucking dope. This is a fucking good fight right here, man. And then you know they go show up. The Puerto Ricans will go come out. The Irish go come out. That's a smart move, man. Good fight. However it happened, it happened. But unfortunately, it's going up against Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez potentially. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm gonna have to check this out. I gotta see this. Yeah, Jake Paul put her on, man. Happy birthday to my manager, Jake Paul. Oh shit. That's her manager. See that? Life isn't only about the changes you make in your own life, but the changes you make in others. You made a lot of money in 2021, but the greater you make change in my life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, Jake Paul put her on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said salute to Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? He using his clout and whatever he's doing to help these fighters, man. And now she got the biggest fight of her life, dude. You know what I'm saying? He's her manager. Jake Paul is Amanda Serrano's manager, and now he got her the biggest fight of her career against Katie Taylor. That's a fucking huge fight, man. For ladies, that's a big fight. That fight should start being promoted right now. That's a real fight. I can't wait to see that shit. Them girls, you know the girls be scrapping too. Girls fight. And both of these girls, they fight. Come on, man. I need a better shot than that. Strong little chica. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good fight. Let me see what Katie Taylor doing real quick. Let's see what Kate is doing. She impressed me in her rematch against Daphne Persson. I thought she got her ass kicked the first fight, but she came up and really showed improvements in the second fight and handled it well. So, yeah, she shows she can make adjustments and shit. She just didn't get whooped on. This is a good fight, man. They already promoting it. You know what I'm saying? Ladies already out here promoting it. Look at her. She used to be a cop and shit, so you know she tough. Look at her. She was probably out wrestling all the boys in school. You know what I'm saying? She's one of them girls. Strong as shit. Probably strong as hell for a girl. You know what I'm saying? Chopping wood and shit. I mean, hitting a tire with the sledgehammer. Eddie Hearn is a giant motherfucker. Yep. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, man. Fuck. And it just got made out of nowhere too. I didn't hear nothing about it. It just got made. That's a big ass fight. Look at her smacking the shit out of her. That's good. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna probably be a trilogy or something too. Watch. It's gonna end up being a rematch or something. It's probably gonna be really competitive. It's gonna be close and shit, controversial. May even end up in a draw. You know what I'm saying? Chance for them ladies to make a lot of money. She got some hands too. Yeah, Katie got some hands. Yeah, that's gonna be a good ass fight, man. Salute to them, man, for making that shit happen. I'm not necessarily too excited about women's boxing, but that fight, oh, I can't wait to see this one. Yep, Katie Taylor, man, from Ireland. Let's see what Oscar Valdez real quick. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here because he's supposed to be having a fight. Let's see if he's going. They're not really. That fight ain't even official yet, though. Nope. He's laying low anyway. It's smart for him to lay low anyway. So yeah, he ain't about to be. He might be doing nothing. See what my boy Shakur is doing. Chilling. That's what he doing. He got rid of that other chick, Joy Gonzalez's sister, and got him a little, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, too. He switched it up real quick. Look at that. He hanging out with Jake Paul. Jake Paul, his boy, man. Jake Paul actually a cool dude. Oh, man. Oh, this is my favorite video right here, real quick. Hold up. Shakur is walking this dude down. Big boy in him. Shakur a bad motherfucker, man. I can't wait till this fight gets officially announced. He can't keep his mouth shut, though. He said it's official for April 30th. He talking about it. They probably don't want nobody talking about it yet. But he got a big mouth. He like to talk about sparring and all types of shit. He got a big-ass mouth, man. He's one of those dudes, you can't tell him nothing. That's what I think. I think you can't say nothing around him. You can't do nothing around him. And unfortunately, he's a bad motherfucker, too. So you try to come in at him with some heat or some shit, unless you're a bigger guy, he gonna put them fucking hands on you. So, yeah, Shakur is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because he runs it, he talks too much. He can't keep it. He don't seem like he can keep his mouth shut. You don't talk about sparring, bro, but guess what? He be talking about that shit. Yep. But Shakur is that dude. That's my guy, though. That's my guy. Hey. Hey, Jake Paul looking out for the fighters, Tribe. You know what I'm saying? He looking out. You know, Amanda Serrano got the biggest fight of her career, man. That's a big fight. And I'm hearing that he made some shit happen. He said women's boxing only thing Jake Paul did for the sport. Jake Paul didn't do nothing for boxing. But he is speaking out for the fighters and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the MMA dudes. And the fighters seem to like him. A lot of the fighters seem to like the guy. So part of me respects it. Respects him just being a regular dude, just fighting. You know what I'm saying? It takes a certain... You got to be a kind of a crazy motherfucker. You say Oscar dragging his feet. Yeah, he is. I'm hearing he dragging his feet. He probably really wants some more money. He don't really want to get in there, Shakur. You said Shakur going to Gaddy. Oh, yeah. That's what it's going to look like. Shakur Valdez going to look like Floyd Gaddy. That's what it's going to look like. Yep, that's what it's going to look like. But yeah, Jake Paul, yeah, he helping out fighters and shit, man. I be hearing good shit about dude. You know what I'm saying? So hey, yeah, female boxers don't take dives, bro. They always, that's why I said this is gonna be a great fight between these ladies. Kieran Johnson, none of those followers watch his fights. He got millions of followers, but we don't really know if that dude's a pay-per-view draw. We don't know that. He got millions of followers, but guess what? A lot of them probably kids and teenage girls, broke-ass kids. That shit ain't translating to pay-per-view. Guess what? They know how to stream. Yeah, they love you. Yeah, they your fan. But guess what? They go stream your shit, bro. They don't know nothing about no pay-per-view. That's old school. Them young motherfuckers see that pay-per-view, they be like, man, pay-per-view? Send me the link. So you got to make the big fights. Or don't put them on pay-per-view at all. But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, you guys. Thank you guys for stopping in this Saturday morning. Just had a lot of things to get up off my chest. Ain't too much going on in boxing. Hopefully something goes on. We can only hope. That's just what it is, man. No fights being made, really, except for the ladies. Shakur Valdez is the only other big one we seem like it's about to be happening. No Spence Ugas. Oh, Tyson Fury, Dillian White. Getting a shit ton of money to fight Dillian White. Dillian White getting like 8-point-something million. Tyson Fury getting 32 million, 32-point-something million. That's an interesting fight. Dillian White may got a chance. Because for what Wilder lacked, Dillian White has, and that's natural size. he won't be able to really bully around Dillian White like he could Wilder. That's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not necessarily a fan of Dillian White. I think he could have did a better job of at least trying to win over some fans from over here or something. He was a buster dude, but he a dog. So we gonna see what Dillian White could do against Tyson Fury. I think that's a totally different fight from the Bronze Bomber. Anthony Joshua Usyk. Should AJ hop back in there with Usyk? AJ acting like he don't know if he want to hop in there with him. So AJ just got to wait for the right moves. AJ said everything's calculated. So let's see what AJ go do. Usyk, he thought he's getting Fury, but he's not getting them. So he's just got to wait for AJ or whatever he go do. He ain't got no way. He can't go up no more. And that's about it, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Peace out.